Welcome to Meguiar's Training Center. Today we're going to cover some tips and tricks to help both a first-time ceramic coating user as well as a seasoned pro with ultimate ceramic coating. But before we dive into that, it's probably a good idea to quickly explain what exactly are the differences between the hybrid ceramic items and ultimate ceramic coating. The main difference is that hybrid ceramic, as the name implies, is meant to be a hybrid mix of all of the attributes you expect from a traditional ceramic coating, but in a more user-friendly format. That makes it a little bit easier for somebody to use that either as a standalone product or to maintain an actual ceramic coating.
By contrast, ultimate ceramic coating is in fact a true cross-linking curing coating that will bond and become one with the vehicle. That's what puts it a tier above hybrid ceramic and traditional spray sealants and spray waxes.
Because ultimate ceramic coating is a real coating, preparation is key. After a thorough wash, we recommend performing a chemical decontamination step. You can either use a product like Wheel and Paint Iron Decon, or you can use iron removing spray clay. Alternatively, you can use a traditional clay bar to deep clean and prepare the surface.
And it's that prep that allows the coating to form a direct, strong bond to the surface.
Depending on the condition of your paint, as well as the expectation of the final result that you're after, performing paint correction before applying ultimate ceramic coating can be optional. So for example, if you have heavier defects or you're looking to really get as close to perfection as possible, you should probably start with a compound like Ultimate Compound. That will remove the mild to severe defects and restore gloss. If you have light defects or you're looking to take the gloss to the highest possible level, you'll also want to perform a polishing step with something like Ultimate Polish before applying the coating. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's really up to you. How much time and effort are you willing to put in, and what are your standards in terms of that final result that you're after? So one of the more controversial topics, if you will, is whether or not you can apply a ceramic coating on top of any existing swirls. What would be the official lab response to that?
You can definitely apply ultimate ceramic coating on top of swirls or paint defects. In fact, it actually fills or hides some of those to make the appearance significantly better. But there could be other contaminants on the surface that are present, such as oxidation or water spots, and those are what could potentially inhibit a full bond of the paint and or compromise the durability and performance of the coating.
Okay, so the straight answer is you don't have to remove swirls in order for ultimate ceramic coating to perform its best. But there are benefits to deep cleaning that paint. So it's really up to you in terms of what appearance you're going after. One of the attributes that makes ultimate ceramic coating a favorite around the office here at Meguiar's is the fact that it's so versatile. You can actually use this product on several different surfaces. Obviously, you can use it on paint and get maximum performance, but you can also use it on several different types of wheels. You can put it on vinyl wraps, but we would caution if you have something like this that is either a satin or a matte finish, I would not recommend using it on there because you might get an uneven coverage or it might add too much gloss. Likewise, if you try to put it on glass, it is safe, it just won't give you quite the same durability that you would expect on paint or paint protection film. And one of the other benefits of ultimate ceramic coating is not only can you use the same product on multiple surfaces, like on the paint back there or on the paint protection film like we have here on the hood, but you can also use the same process to apply it. All right, so this is the tip of all of them that you definitely want to pay the most attention to because we're going to be talking about how to apply the coating, how not to apply the coating, and really make sure that you get the best possible application for maximum performance. So starting with the obvious, how do you apply the product, how do you spray it, and how much do you use?
So since this is a true ceramic coating, to minimize the overspray, we recommend spraying the paint directly from about 3 to 4 inches away from the paint. Now you can spray it from further away, but you do risk getting some overspray on things like glass.
All right, so if you get the overspray, the key is you just want to be able to wipe that off kind of right away. It will come right off. This will still work and this will still function. It's just you want to really manage that overspray, and the best way to do that is spraying a little bit closer to the paint. So now that you've got that on there, how big of an area would you work and how much product would you spray on it?
Yeah, you can work on up to 1 panel at a time. For this roof, we're gonna work on half of it since it's so large, but you're gonna use 1 spray per about 1 square foot of paint.
And now once you've got that on there, do you let that sit or do you start doing something right away?
No, you actually go right in and start buffing, wiping in the coating. So you're gonna use nice methodical wipes into the paint until you see it starting to flash off. This flashing off is actually the activation of the catalyst, which kickstarts the curing of the coating.
Okay, and I can tell that I see more material kind of left behind than I'm used to with maybe like a spray wax. So this is telling me, you know, this is part of the fact that this is, remember, this is a real spray ceramic coating, and there's more material that's gonna be left behind. That's where you get more of that durability. So basically, you're just gonna end up wiping this a little bit longer than you're used to with something like Ultimate Quick Wax.
Correct.
Now, at what point do you know, what do you look for? What should the viewers or users look for to know when to flip that towel or get a second towel?
Well, the most important aspect of applying this coating is the wipe-in process. So you want to continue wiping it in until it appears uniform and even. That's kind of your cue to flip over the microfiber to a dry side or use a fresh microfiber and remove the excess.
I can see that right away it started to get more glossy. It's removing that extra, and I don't see as much of that kind of that gray or white kind of look that's there. So you're ending up with that final result that you're going for. So once you've done that, that's it. You've applied the Ultimate Ceramic Coating, just like that. Now, in the event that you miss a spot, you get a high spot, or you're just having a hard time, you feel like you can't get all of that coating leveled out and nice and glossy, first thing you want to do is make sure you have a good, clean, fresh microfiber towel. An old towel will struggle to pick up the product. But the second thing is to just keep in mind, just wipe it longer. You'll notice that the longer you wipe an area, the more you're going to level that out, and it's okay if it takes a little bit longer. I'm just using a dry towel now and just continuing to work that area, and you'll see that I'm able to get it to a point where it's totally leveled and clear. But let's say hypothetically you miss a spot for several hours and it does not come off with your dry towel. In that case, what you want to do is take a damp towel with just water, and you're going to just wipe that area with a damp microfiber towel. That is going to help to remove that excess residue and help level it out. And after you've kind of wiped that area a little bit with the damp towel, you're just gonna get it off the paint and put a dry towel and just do your final wipe off just like you did before, and you end up with a nice glossy surface and you're good to go. Because Ultimate Ceramic Coating is a real coating, there are some cure time windows that you need to pay attention to. So if you can kind of explain what are those windows and what does that mean for an end user?
Yeah, so for the first 24 hours after application, you want to avoid all moisture. And then there is also a 7-day full cure time, which you want to avoid doing things such as washing your car or applying any sort of detailing chemical to the paint.
Okay, so let's say that in that first week or even the first 24 hours, you get either some dew or maybe it rains on your car. What would somebody do in that circumstance?
Yeah, that's going to be no problem at all. You're going to want to take a dry microfiber towel if the surface is still wet and lightly buff that area. And if it's dry, you can go ahead and take a slightly damp microfiber towel and just buff out the area that was exposed to moisture.
Okay, so the main thing is for the first full week, no car wash, no chemicals, no spray detailers, no spray waxes. Avoid that. If you have to wipe something off, just use a damp microfiber towel.
Yeah, that's correct. This is a true ceramic coating, so you need a full cure time to get the full benefit of the coating.
When it comes to maintaining the fully cured Ultimate Ceramic Coating, it's actually a very simple process. The main thing to keep in mind is that you do not want to allow any kind of contamination to sit on the coating for an extended period of time. What that means is either wash it or wipe it down at least once every week or two at most. That is the key to long life of any type of ceramic coating. When it comes to what you should use to do that, make sure you're using premium accessories, a nice wash mitt, good towels, a bucket insert to reduce any potential swirls or scratches. Any of these products up here are safe and can be used to wash or maintain ultimate ceramic coating. If you are looking to maintain the highest possible hydrophobics, we do recommend that you stick with hybrid ceramic detailer or hybrid ceramic wash and wax. That will be the best solution for that. The only other thing to really kind of keep in mind is that over time, as that coating ages, let's say that you notice the hydrophobics start to dip a little bit, there are some options to try and restore that to its full power. So one would be to use a chemical iron remover, like iron removing spray clay. And that could potentially unclog the coating if there have been some iron deposits that have built up over time. The other option would be to use a chemical water spot remover to try and remove maybe some minerals that might be sitting on top of the coating. If neither of those work, then at that point your two options are either to boost it using a hybrid ceramic item, or that would be a good indicator to start fresh with a new application of ultimate ceramic coating. Hopefully all those tips and tricks have you as excited as we are to use ultimate ceramic coating. If you do have any more questions or want even more tips, feel free to leave a comment below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Or you can give us a call on our car care hotline or connect with us on meguiars.com with our live chat. And of course, we'd always love to hear from you on any of our socials, so be sure to check out our YouTube, our Instagram, or any other place you can connect with Meguiars.